All of the women in my family die at age 27. I turned 28 in 2 hours and 32 minutes. My dad always wanted a son. He got 3 daughters instead, and he hated us all. He hated me most, because I was the last, the one who killed my mother during childbirth, at least according to him. That didn't stop him from raising me like the son he never had. Quit crying, he'd growl, or you'll end up like your weak little mother. Years of that broke me down. I became a tomboy, which only made him angrier. My mother died at 27. The coroner called it natural, a rare heart defect. My dad always blamed a curse. Every woman in her family dies at 27, he'd mutter, beer in hand. I didn't believe him until Moira was murdered on a jog, her face obliterated by a gunman. Joy couldn't cope. She hanged herself days later. I found her still swinging in her apartment, the day of Moira's funeral. You stop living when you know you're going to die. Every birthday became a countdown. I dropped off the map, shuttered my windows, doubled my locks, blocked the mail slot. My dad disowned me when I came out. I moved far away, alone. Then the calls started. Blocked number, same time every day. Then came the knocking. Once a week, then more. Louder, harder. I stopped answering. The fear built with every passing day of 27. Last night, I got into bed with a bottle and hoped I wouldn't wake up, but I did. It was early, before sunrise. I woke to my bedroom door creaking open. 2 figures stood just beyond the threshold. Leave me alone, I whispered. They stepped out. I grabbed the knife taped under my nightstand and flicked on the lamp. It was Joy, pale and stiff in the black dress she died in. Her head sagged unnaturally from the hanging. Behind her, Moira, face ruined, jaw hanging, teeth missing, blood leaking from what remained. Are you here to take me? I asked. Joy gave a slow, broken shake of her head. She stepped forward, leaned in close. Her neck cracked as she whispered, "She tried." I didn't understand. Moira sputtered blood, a tooth dropping to the floor. Then she began knocking on my bedpost. Over and over, louder, faster. I squeezed my eyes shut. When I opened them again, they were gone. Morning light spilled through the blinds. It was June 7th, my birthday. I was born at 9:26 a.m. The clock read 6:14. I hid under the covers. If I had to go, I wanted it to be in my sleep, like Mom. Then came the knock at the front door. Early, too early. The rhythm. It felt like Moira's knocking. I hesitated, but something compelled me to respond. "What do you want?" I called. A man's voice. "Just a letter, miss. Slide it under." He did. I waited for his footsteps to fade, then opened the bright yellow envelope. It was a birthday card. "Daughter, you're 27, it said on the front. Inside was a letter. "Laura, if you're reading this, your father killed me. Don't believe the police. It wasn't natural. It wasn't suicide. The curse isn't real. It's a lie to wipe out what we are. You have a gift. Power that awakens at 28. Your father was sent to erase our line. But if you're reading this, you survived. I always knew you would. Happy birthday. I love you. Mom." Everything clicked. Joy's whisper. Moira's rage. Mom had tried to warn them, but they hadn't listened. Now it's me, and I'm not afraid. At the time of writing this, I have 2 hours and 32 minutes left. I feel it building, the hum in my blood. I look at the towel I'd pulled away from the door and will it back into place. It slides across the floor. At 9:26, I turn 28, and I'm going to visit my father.